Hello and welcome to another update video about Cardano. In this video, we're going to take a look at what the Bitcoin and the Cardano prices are doing. And it is, we have some developments that we need to talk about. And also, if you want to join the live stream, then you can join a live stream on my channel now. It is going to run throughout the entire summit. There was a replay this morning, but that has finished. So we're just waiting for later today when the day 2 sessions will begin. I found it quite good yesterday. So I'm excited for day 2. I hope there will be some bigger announcements coming today. I know a lot of you guys are waiting for some bigger announcements today as well. And we talk about the prices. And if you want to learn more about technical analysis, check out my second channel, which you can find in the video description. Here I talk about TA, and there is typically a lesson every day. And also I've got a membership now open here on this channel where you can join live streams as well. And also the chat rooms, and there are a few more extras as well. So yeah, check that out. And then we go right into Bitcoin. Bitcoin has actually done what I did say this morning. And oops, I just need to change that back to 1 second. So this is the 1 hour chart, and this is a recap of yesterday. Yesterday we identified a sort of a symmetrical triangle here on the chart. Now that actually became this morning more of a double top. So this morning we were here, well, this morning UK time. So this morning we were here, and I said to you that this is a close enough for me to a double top formation, and that we are obviously with a double top, it's more likely to break to the downside. And we already began to form this breakout formation here, where we were getting closer to the neckline and started to form a breakout formation. And it happened, and I gave you price target of the height of that double top. So that's typically what you do when you to get a rough target and see where we came down to, pretty much exactly that level. So that worked out very nicely. And also what worked out very nicely is that we bounced off that level very nicely. So there was a lot of buyer support. That is really good. And we made that strong move to the downside, buyer support, strong move to the upside. But people were already talking about Bitcoin is pumping again, but actually what you see, we are still trading below this descending trend line. And now we have something here like a descending triangle coming up, which goes in line with what I have been expecting for a few days or a week now, where I said that we are going to go even lower than now. And I think this is now playing out in sort of this formation as well. Descending triangle, you know that it's a bearish formation, which essentially pushes the price further down. So if we continue to trade below that trend line, we will be pushed into this apex here between a horizontal support. And we've got that strong horizontal support level now because we've got 1 touch here, 2 touches, and 3 touches here. And I think we had some more way before that. So this is a descending triangle within which we are now trading if we cannot break above 43,500. And if we continue to stay below that, then we could go down to, I gave you my target level of 37,500 a while ago now. So I'm still waiting for that. And let's see what happens. It doesn't seem to get the steam at the moment to really break out to the upside. And there's not a big problem. I still think that we are in a bull market. I still think we have to complete that move to the upside yet. Also based on Elliott Waves, all the counts lead me exactly like Cardano to the assumption that we are in a larger wave 3 still. We haven't completed the wave 3 formation to the upside. So that is going to happen in my opinion. But I still think we are going to go further down here, and we will continue possibly to trade within that apex, within the getting towards the apex of that descending triangle. Now, what is Cardano doing? Cardano is doing something, in my view, slightly different. Cardano is doing okay at the moment, even though I talked to you this morning and I showed you on the daily that we still have a lot of red indicators as well. So I actually expect a further correction for Cardano as well further down, but at the moment we are in a small uptrend. And why is that so? So if we apply the same trend line that we see on the Bitcoin chart to the Cardano chart, we can actually see that we have broken above that trend line. Yeah, it is a similar formation, but we've actually broken above that. So I'm going to take that out for the moment, and we're actually trading up at the moment. Yeah, so even though people, you know, talk about prices pumping, prices crashing, yes, but we are moving slowly up here at the moment alongside this ascending trend line. And you know, if you really closely watch that, is that we have actually made something like a where we found the low here at the moment at 190, and since then we've actually moved up further, actually pretty exactly. If we count the Elliott Wave counts, we have made, if that was a small the beginning of that wave 1, we had a wave 1 here, a wave 2 correction here, wave 3, wave 4 correction here, wave 5, and then we went down all the way, started again with possibly a wave 1 here, 2, 3, 4 and 5, then again made that correction. And now what possibly could happen is that we have another move to the upside with a wave 1 possibly coming down here at this resistance level, maybe a wave 2 again, a wave 3, a wave 4, maybe a wave 5 pushing us above 250 maybe, and then we might go down again. So that is sort of what we are currently trading in that formation. I see that coming, that we might push up again in another 5-wave move to the upside. This is obviously on the small scale, but if we let me just take these out again. Also on a larger scale, what you possibly see here is, let's say on the next higher level, that you had maybe something like a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3, but we haven't seen the wave 3 top yet. So that will be somewhere here, because if that cannot be wave 4, because then we came down too much. So if we count that again, then we start here, wave 1, wave 2, and then wave 3 will be somewhere here. Yes, and where will that be? So if we just apply the Fibonacci extension tool here and go by what we typically would expect based on Elliott Wave theory, then we start down here at the beginning of that wave 1, we go all the way up to the wave 1 top, which was pretty much here, and from then on we can very nicely see that we hit the here for that let's call it a sub high here, that higher high, we hit exactly the 1.272 Fibonacci extension level. So in my opinion, that's a very valid Fibonacci extent of Fibonacci retracement levels and also extension levels. So from here in that next move to the upside, I think what is generally expected from a wave 3 would be the 1.6, at least the 1.618 Fibonacci extension level. So at least, so we could land somewhere between 260 and 280 in the next move. I did tell you before that to really get out of this bearish formation within which we are currently trading, we really need to get out of the above the 280 level. Yeah, we need to get above that 280, and that 280 was marking here that these were the highs of the head and shoulders pattern, from which we then broke to the downside. So I don't know if that will happen. Bear in mind, if we are still in a sort of smaller wave 3 formation, from there you get a wave 4 correction and then a wave 5 to the upside, and that final wave 5 could actually push us be above that 280 level. And bear in mind, those smaller waves are part of larger waves, and based on the Dow theory and Elliott Wave theory, markets generally move in a 5-wave formation. So that's why we use it here as an additional indicator. Also this morning I showed you we only had 2 touches back then of this trend line. I did draw that trend line and said, well, we were up here, I think, and I did say, you know, we could possibly in a move down, we could come down exactly to the trend line, and that is exactly what happened. Found support here at the 218 level, then bounced off, a little bit of a correction here at the moment, but I think if we are really in that wave 3 formation, then we will get up to yeah, possibly 260 in the next few days or so, maybe even today, and from then begin a wave 4 correction to the downside. Generally from a daily point of view, and I covered that this morning, it doesn't look too good for Cardano. I still think as long as we haven't managed to get above 280, I still think we come down once more, but at the moment we are in a small uptrend, so let's hope that actually might carry us over to 80. So then I think it's looking increasingly likely that we can get up to all-time highs now, and that ABC correction, that larger ABC correction that I talked about in earlier videos, that would then be completed in my opinion. At the moment, I'm still missing that impulsive move to the upside. We are moving up at the moment, but I haven't seen that breakthrough yet that I want to see. All right, so hopefully that was a useful update. There will be another update later today, and I hope you liked it. If you did, please smash the like button, and if you want to follow me on this crypto journey, then please subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.